Let me show you one of my most powerful 1 minute scalping trading strategy that you can use to catch snapper entries like this and this. And can also help you grow your small trading account as fast as possible. And I use this same strategy, risking $200 per trade to make about $2,000 on a small trading account. I'm going to guide you step by step on how it works while showing you examples in less than 30 minutes. There are three simple steps to this strategy. The first step is identifying the market direction using the 50 EMA and the 200 EMA. The first step is identifying market direction because you need to know which direction the market is going in order to follow the trend. So the strategy is based off of following the trend, based off of continuations. You need to go in line with the trend. And one of the ways that you can do that is by using the 50 and the 200 EMA. There are different ways of identifying market direction. There are things like market structure, levels, and other ways that you can use to identify market direction. But one of the easiest and simplest ways to identify market direction is by using the 50 EMA and the 200 EMA. And I'm going to show you how to use these two EMAs, these two moving averages, to identify your market direction. So this is going to be step one. Right, so using EMA is one of the easiest and simplest ways to identify market trends and market direction. Now, this is an example of how we use the EMA, the 50 and the 200 EMA to identify an uptrend. So whenever the 50 EMA, which is the blue one, the blue EMA, the blue line, this blue line you can see here is the 50 EMA, while the black line is the 200 EMA. So in an uptrend, what happens is the 50 EMA is going to be above the 200 EMA, and price is also going to be above both EMAs, which tells you that price is trending to the upside. In a downtrend, it's going to be the opposite of that. In a downtrend, you're going to have the 200 EMA, which is the black line, above the 50 EMA, which is the blue line, and price is going to be below both EMAs, mainly below the 200 EMA, and that's going to signify that you are in a downtrend. So you can see whenever the 50 EMA is above the 200 EMA and price is above, the market is going up, it's giving you price action to the upside, while if it's a downtrend, it's going to give you price action to the downside, market structure to the downside. So what we're doing here is we are identifying the flow of the market and trading with the flow of the market. Just imagine like a river flowing in a direction. What we're not trying to do, we're not trying to go against the current of the river. But like the boats that we're gonna go in line with the market. We're gonna go in line with the flow of the currents, right? So if the market is trading to the downside, we're gonna be trading down. If the market is gonna trade to the upside, we're gonna be trading to the upside, right? So we have to trade with the trend for the highest quality setups. So we are trading continuations, not reversals. This is a continuation strategy, not a reversal strategy. Now, step two. Step two is we're going to be looking for a couple of patterns. As you can see here, you have four patterns that you're looking for, which are actually like two patterns, but variations make it four. So you have the first pattern here, the second pattern here, the third pattern here, and the fourth pattern here. Now, let's go into each pattern and see what the differences are. So we can see here, this box, this is a gray box. I call this box the Asian range. This is the Asian session consolidation, and it lasts for about 8 to 10 hours during the day. I'm going to show you later on in the video how to get this Asian box and how to identify this Asian box because it's going to be crucial in the strategy and how it works. Now, all these things are done on the 15 minutes time frame. So these are patterns that we look for on the 15-minute time frame. So once we identify this Asian session box, what happens during that Asian session is the market is going to be consolidating sideways for a while, for like 8 to 10 hours. The market is going to be sideways, dead market, right? Then coming into London session around this point here, you're going to have a breakout, right? So this is for this pattern here, you're going to have a breakout. And when price breaks to the upside, it's going to give you higher highs and higher lows, right? Which you can see, this is a low here, this is a low here, this is a high, this is a high. So it's going to give you that market structure of higher highs and higher lows breaking to the upside. Now, after that, what's going to happen is price is going to set a new low after setting this high, and it's going to set a lower high, lower than this high here. And then price is going to break structure. Price is going to break the structure to the downside, right? So you can see price broke this low. It doesn't have to break this one, just has to break the most recent low. So that's going to be our break of structure here. Once price breaks structure, what we're going to be looking for is we're going to be looking for price to come back and retest a specific zone. That zone is what we call an OB, an order block. There's going to be an order block at this level here, and price is going to come back to retest that level and then reverse from there. Now, I call this a type 1 pattern. I'm gonna explain what that means later on in the video, right? So this is a type 1 pattern. These two are variations of a type 1 pattern. And then this one, I call it a type 2 pattern. And these two are variations of a type 2 pattern, right? So as you can see here, we have the first one. The second one, the difference between this second one and this first one is this one forms a low here, forms a lower high, and then breaks this low as a break of structure, while the other variation is where they don't form that low. So this is non-existent in this section here. So what happens instead is it breaks this low that is here, right? It breaks this low here as a break of structure, which is the most recent low, right? So price breaks out of the consolidation, goes to forms the high, forms a low, forms a higher high, and then comes and breaks this low here, giving you a break of structure. Price is going to come back to retest the order block that is around that area, and then it's going to go down for the reversal. Then the type 2 pattern, which is this one. So this is 1 and this is 2. So this one, the way it works is you're not going to have a breakout. So this breakout here is going to be non-existent. So you're not going to have a breakout, right? Price is going to stay at this top, and it's going to give you an M formation at this high, right? So basically, what that means is you're going to get a high and you're going to get a low. You're going to get equal highs, or it might just break above it just a little bit or spike above it. And then price is going to come back down here and break this low for break of structure. Once price breaks structure, we're going to be looking for price to come back to retest this order block. Once price comes back to retest the order block, we're going to be diving into step 3 to look for an entry there. So price is going to break the structure, come back to retest the order block, and we can expect it to continue down. On the second variation, we have where basically it's like this one, where you don't have this structure here. Is the structure that was before that, the most recent low, right? So we have this low, we have this high, price comes and breaks structure below, comes back to retest the order block here, and then goes down. I'm going to explain what an order block looks like and what it is in case you do not know what an order block is. So in order to understand these patterns more clearly, you need to check my playlist. I have a playlist where I break down, I have like 5 videos where I break down these patterns and going into more in depth on how these patterns work. We have the type 1, we have the type 2, we also have another one which is a type 3, which I didn't list out in this video. So go to the playlist on my YouTube after this video and check out the playlist, watch the videos there to get more understanding of how the concept works, because I'm not going to be breaking it down too in depth in this video. Now, step 3 of the strategy is look for an OB, which is an order block on the 1 minute time frame for a sniper entry. So once we've identified our break of structure and everything, we're going to jump to the 1 minute time frame to look for an entry. But that's basically where you're going to get the sniper entries and a high risk reward. Now, this is what an order block looks like, and this is how it works. An order block basically is the last bullish or bearish candle before a bullish or bearish break of structure. What that means is when you have break of structure, as you can see here, price breaks this low, right? So we have a low here, we have a high here. What happens is price breaks this low with this red candle here, which is our break of structure. What's going to happen is it's going to leave an order block. Now, the order block is the last bullish or bearish candle before a bullish or bearish break of structure. So we have the bearish break of structure here. So what's the last bullish candle before this break of structure? This is the last bullish candle. This blue candle here is the last bullish candle before the broke structure. So that's our order block. We're going to draw the order block from the bottom of the wick to the top of the wick, the entire candle. We're going to stretch out the box out there. It's going to give us this rectangular box. That is our order block box. And we're going to be waiting. If price comes back to retest this box, we're going to be looking for price to reject off of that box to continue down. So this is an example of a bullish order block. Now, an example of a bearish order block is where you have the last bearish candle before a bullish break of structure. Now, in this example here, you can see we have the break of structure here. This is the most recent high. Then we have a low here, right? So what happens is price breaks above this structure. As you can see, price breaks above this structure as a break of structure. What was the last bearish candle before a bullish move, right? Before a bullish break of structure. This is the last bearish candle here. So what are we going to do? We're going to mark out the high and low of the candle, and we're going to extend it out. That is our order block zone. That is our order block that we're going to be looking for price to come back and retest this box and then reverse all the way back up. So this is what an order block looks like, and this is how it works. This is an example of how order block works. So this is what I just showed you here. This market structure you're seeing there is this exact thing. I just showed you the continuation of it. So what can we see here? We have the order block, price breaks structure to the low, right? And then we have the order block, extend the order block to the future, and then price comes back to retest that order block. Now, one of the ways that we trade order blocks, there are different ways of trading it. One of the ways that you can trade it is by using limit orders. If you want to get sniper entries, so you're gonna put your limit order exactly here or at the middle of the edge of the order block, and your stop loss is gonna be above the order block, right? So once price comes to tap this low, sorry, this order block, then it's going to automatically put you in the trade, and you can see the price goes in your direction immediately, right? But this is trading on the 15-minute time frame or any time frame basically. Right, but this example was on a 15-minute time frame. So this is how the order block works. We use the limit orders for sniper entries. Now, one of the things that you need that is very, very important for the strategy is using a good broker in order to get tight spreads and the best trading conditions for the strategy. Right. The reason why I say that is because when we're using limit orders, when we use limit orders, you need a tight spread. If not, it's not going to activate your order. Price could come to your entry and it's not going to activate it based off of the broker that you're using. If you're using a broker that has tight spreads or that's not really trustworthy, it's not going to activate your trade. So you're going to miss a lot of trades because of that fact. So it's important that you use a good broker. And one of the recommended brokers that I use and my students use also, I've been using for years. They've been around for like 17 plus years. Is Xness. They have tight spreads, instant withdrawals, fastest withdrawals, instant withdrawals, low commissions. So if you want to get an account with them and you want to sign up with them, the link is going to be in the description of this video. So make sure to use a good broker. Make sure to sign up and register with the broker. So looking at this here, we can see this is a good example here of the pattern. Now, this is a type 2 pattern. As you can see, we have no breakout, but we do have the Asian session consolidation here. We have the box, this gray box, as you can see, this is our gray box, right? Also, what can we identify? Also, we can identify that we have the 50 EMA, which is the blue line, above the 200 EMA, which is the black line. So that means we are in an uptrend, right? Price is trending to the upside, so we're going to be looking for buys. As we can see here, what happens, we have the type 2 pattern where price comes to the bottom of the Asian range, right? Didn't break out, we have no breakouts. Price gives us this W formation, and then what happens after that, we have break of structure at this point here. Price broke structure and then came back for an order block all the way in here. Let me change it to a candlestick chart so you can see it clearly, right? So we've identified that this is an uptrend, so let me turn off the indicator, the moving average, so it doesn't confuse you as you're looking at the market structure. So what can we see here? We can see price forms a low and forms a high here, right? What happens after that? Price breaks above this high, breaks above this structure here for a break of structure. So that was our break of structure here with this bullish candle. So what are we looking for? We're looking for our order block. Our order block is going to be this last bearish candle before this break of structure. So we're going to draw our box from the top to the bottom of the order block of the candle, and we're going to extend it later in the future. So we can see here that price came to retest inside the order block before giving us this huge bearish move. So what we're going to do now is we're going to jump on the 1 minute time frame to look for an entry. So let's quickly go to the 1 minute time frame here to look for an entry. So because the market is fractal, the same pattern is what we're going to be looking for on the 1 minute time frame. So on the 1 minute time frame, we're going to still be looking for that break of structure and that order block to form up to look for an entry. So we can see this is where price broke structure, right? Price broke structure here, broke above this high. So we're going to be looking for price to come back inside this order block and give us another break of structure to indicate that the market is going in our direction, so we can look for an entry. So we can see here, price came back inside the order block, right? And then gave us a new high here. We have a new high here, right? Price went up, pulled back, went and broke the structure again. So where is our order block going to be? This last bearish candle is going to be our order block. So we're going to draw our zone here from top to bottom and extend it out in the future, right? So what you can see here is price came back to retest the order block right here with this red candle. So before you retest that, immediately price breaks the structure, we're going to be looking to buy here. We're going to put our limit order there, or maybe a market order if you want to enter manually, and then put our stop loss below this structure, below this low here. And then we're going to go for like a 1 to 5 risk reward on this, right? So if you extend this all the way up here, you can see you went for a 1 to 5. You wanted to go for more, you went for even an up or 1 to 8 risk reward, right? On this trade, zero drawdown, price went straight into into profits and straight to your take profits target. So right, so you can see we did the exact same thing. The same thing we look for on the 15-minute chart is the same thing we look for on the 1-minute chart. So we have another example here. You can see we have price trending to the downside. How do we know that price is trending to the downside? Is because we have the 50 EMA, which is the blue line below the 200 EMA, which is the black line, right? So that means we're in a downtrend. We're looking for sales. What do we have here? We have a type 2 pattern, which is where price gives us this structure here, and then that it doesn't break too far out of the Asian range. You can see these are Asian box here. Right, these are Asian box. So what we're going to be looking for is that break of structure. So let me turn off the EMAs so you can see the price action clearly. So you can see price forms a low here and forms a high. So we're going to mark out this low. Price breaks below this low. So we're going to be looking for our order block. Our order block is going to be this bullish candle here. So we're going to draw a box. I've already drawn out the box for you. You can see the box from the top of the week to the bottom of the week and extend it out in the future. You can see price came back to retest that order block and go in our direction. Then what we're going to be doing is we're going to go on the 1-minute time frame to look for the same pattern to look for sales. So we're going to be looking for price to retest the order block and then give us our break of structure. So we can see after breaking structure down here, price came back to retest the order block all the way in here. So we're going to be zooming in, and then now we're going to be looking for another break of structure. So we can see we have break of structure all the way here, right? So price came, set the low, set the high, and broke structure with this candle. So our order block is going to be this last bullish candle here, right? This is our bullish candle here. We're going to extend that into the future. Going to extend it into the future like this, right? So you can see, let me redraw it. Right, so you can see we're going to put also our limit order is going to be right here. Stop loss is going to be above this high. So we're going to be above this high like this. Then we're going to be going for a 1 to 5 risk to reward. And you can see this went straight to your take profit, straight into profits, 0 drawdown, sniper entry at that high, right? Let me show you one more example. So we can see here, this is a type 1 pattern here. This is an example where we have the breakout. Price breaks out of the Asian range. You can see the Asian range here, and price is below the EMAs. The 50 EMA is also below the 200 EMA, which tells us that that's a downtrend. So let me turn this off so we can see the price action more clearly. So we can see we have price forms this M formation here at the high. So what we can see here is price forms the high here, forms the low, and then forms another high here. And then what happens? Price breaks below this low, giving us a break of structure. So our order block is going to be this bullish candle here. So you can see, draw the box from the top of the candle to the bottom of the candle and extend it out in the future. You can see price came back to retest this order block before price went in the direction. So we're going to go on the 1-minute time frame to look for the same pattern and look for an entry. So we can see here price came after breaking below this order block. Below the structure, price came to retest the order block. This one was quite choppy. So we can see from this point here, price broke this structure here, right? Price broke this structure here with this bearish candle. This is our bullish order block. Extend it out in the future, right? So we're going to be entering limit orders right here. And you can see stop loss is going to be above this level here. It's important to put your stop loss above that so that in case price decides to chop around like this, it doesn't take you out before going your direction. So once your stop loss is there, that's the safest place to put your stop loss. You can go for a 1 to 3, 1 to 5 risk reward. I don't think this went up to a 1 to 5. This was just a 1 to 3 risk reward on this trade here. All right, so this is how the strategy works. So if you want to learn more on how these concepts work, how these patterns work, make sure to watch the playlist video. The video is going to be on your screen right now. Watch it so you can understand more clearly how these patterns work, the type 1, the type 2, and type 3. I have a series of videos there to watch. Even though you're not going to fully understand how these patterns work. So make sure to watch it, like and subscribe, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments.